Pixels of quality, 24 times zoom. What does that quality give you? Amazing resolution, and you can even do some real fun effects. And look at this, blowing up a shot like this. $199.95, 6 easy payments of $33.31 a month. This is an amazing photograph. And my amazing guest is Janice Marie.
Good
How
to
are
see
you?
Hi.
Well, happy holidays to
and
you.
to you as well. Isn't this amazing? Coming off
This is
a point-and-shoot
phenomenal.
camera. Look at this. Even the background is blurred. You know, so if you are somebody who loves great photography, and I know we all have cell phones, Dan, where we're taking pictures on our cell phone, but even if you love DSLR photography, everybody needs a good point-and-shoot.
Your cell phone's for the moments. This is for your memories.
This is for your lifetime.
And by the way,
yeah,
it's $200.
Oh my goodness, the value on this is incredible.
Let's start with the zoom.
Yeah.
This is how big a lens?
This is a, whoops, let's go this
600
direction.
millimeter?
64. This is a 600 millimeter equivalent lens built
at that.
right into this camera. Now what I'm
And
holding
by the way,
here.
have you ever priced one of these lenses?
Yeah, it's
Yikes.
way more than the price of this camera.
Yeah, way more.
So this is 600 millimeter equivalent, and this is a 600 millimeter equivalent lens built right into your camera.
That's
so again,
phenomenal.
you know, I love DSLR photography, but I don't always want to carry it around.
Yeah.
And so I love having a camera.
How small
that,
does this get?
Well,
Could you put that in your
I'm
purse?
gonna watch this. I'm gonna shut it down for you, and it gets super compact. This is not much thicker than the
Wow.
size of a. I mean, it's obviously bigger than your cell phone, but this would fit in your pocket or in your purse.
Look at
it's
this.
Easy to carry
I'm
with
sorry,
you.
can I just take
Of
it for a
course,
second? Look at, I can put this in my front pocket of
There
my
you
jeans.
go, and you're ready to go.
Yeah, and you know, I've been eating a lot these days. These jeans are getting a little tight, but
So am I.
still fits in.
I am
Yeah.
so over turkey leftovers that it
So this little camera gives you this kind of zoom power, 16 megapixels of resolution. You were telling me that today is really the first time this is being seen in the U.S.?
in the entire United States. This is a European model, and you know, Europe sometimes gets things that we just don't hear.
Yeah, they
and I was
do.
so excited when Olympus called me and said they were sending me this camera, because the kind of features that are available to you on this camera would be what you would see in a camera that's literally over $1,000. You're getting HD video at the touch of a button. You're getting, and by the way,
High definition video, nice.
high definition videos. You can even shoot stills within your video. You can shoot slow motion video on this. It's a touch screen, and it's Wi-Fi compatible. So all you have to do is tap that screen, and if you insert an optional Wi-Fi card, you can send that right to your computer. So
Nice.
this camera is super advanced.
Speaking of cards, does it take a memory card? What kind
Yes,
of
it
memory
does.
card?
You can put as
One of
large a
those
card
basic-
as you want to in it.
Okay, like an SD
An
card?
SD card, that's correct.
So let's show them some pictures, and let's start. You want to start with that zoom?
Well, how it
You got some
translates is always
powerful-
what really makes the difference. So 24 times optical zoom. So here we are on what you can see is a pretty gray day, but we're still pulling out a lot of great color out of the scene. And this is, by the way, what you're going to get on most of your cell phone shots. But this is what you get with an Olympus camera.
Oh, wow.
You're going
From
here
that spot without
to
moving?
here. That's a 24 times optical zoom. Everything in
she's
your
a
life.
cute
Isn't that?
lady.
I
Cute
love
little
giraffes,
zebra.
Dan. There's just something.
I call her a zebra. Giraffe. Giraffe's that thing with a long neck.
Yeah,
it's been a long
something
week.
with it.
Excuse me. A giraffe, yeah.
And how about this? This is kind of a messy shot, but I'm actually focusing on this photograph, this flower right here.
Okay.
Sometimes you can't get close to the thing that you want to photograph unless you have a
my
lens
goodness.
that can actually take you there. So take a look at the detail there, the richness of the color, the clarity of that.
Believe me, I have grandkids, and you can't get too close to them with a camera, but
and-
from a distance, you can get
And
amazing.
you know what? When you do, they stop doing that cute thing, right?
Yeah, they
so
do.
here's your kids sitting clear over here with your favorite dog, and how about that? This is what 24 times optical zoom and
Show me again,
16
from wide.
megapixels from there to there. So you can capture the moments of your life while they're happening, which your cell phone is never going to do.
So that's a 16 megapixel, but 24 times optical zoom. 24 times equivalent to a 600 millimeter lens. And that's just the beginning. Look, $33.31 a month on your credit card. You have until January 31st of next year to return it. Who's been saying, Mom, Dad, I want a great camera. My cell phone's just not getting it. They're grainy. There's no detail. Or maybe your sister or your mom is saying, I want to capture my grandkids. I want to capture my kids. Those moments happen once.
They happen that once.
And they grow up so fast.
And they
Here's a
happen
great
so
camera.
fast. This is also what you need. Listen to this. Can you hear that? All I'm doing is tapping the back
That's
of the
the
screen,
fastest
Dan.
shutter I think I've
That
ever
is
heard.
60 frames per second. So what I'm doing is just tapping the back of the screen, And
Wait,
we
did
are
you say
firing
60?
60 frames per
Wait,
second.
I've never heard of that kind of
60
speed.
frames per second. And you know, a lot of photographers, Dan, take a lot of pictures, and all we're really ever looking for is that one
money shot.
That's right, the money shot, that one split second in time. So here's a great example of that. This is my beautiful neighbor who I just adore. She's
Look
a
at the toe.
gymnast.
Wow.
She's a gymnast. She's not quite there yet, because what we
Oh.
want is that perfect pirouette. We want
Yes,
that very
yes.
second when your son is hitting the ball out of the
Oh
park.
my, look at that.
Look at
She's
that.
flying.
And look at the
But is there-
richness of the color, and she is moving quickly, and
is there any
everything
blur? There's
is
no
in
blur.
perfect focus.
It's razor sharp. Look at the hand.
And this is on a point.
I don't know. Is there any way to come in, Pete, at all? We might be zoomed as far as we can.
This is on a point and shoot
thank
camera,
you, buddy.
Dan.
Look at this. On a point and
Point and shoot, and something you already know how to use. You turn it on, you put it on intelligent auto, and you're ready to start shooting. This camera is so intelligent, it knows exactly what you're looking at. If you're looking at a dog, it actually knows you're looking at a dog and will
Wow.
select the absolute perfect features for you.
I
to do
wish I
that.
would have had this when my daughter was playing sports, because I used to have to carry around all the lenses and I never changed them in time. And with that kind of, I didn't have that kind of speed to capture that one shot of that little boy hitting the ball for the first time, the ball jumping off the bat, or maybe kicking the field goal. You're going to get the money shots. Show me some more.
Well, you talked about money shots and you showed this one. Of course, you know, we want to take pictures of our children because they grow up so
That's an
quickly.
amazing photo.
And again, your cell phone is not going to take the kind of pictures that you're going to treasure really for a lifetime. How about
Oh
these
my gosh, pets.
super,
Look.
are you kidding me? Look at that. Look at the detail and the color
Does it get
on
any
that.
better than that?
I love this. Now, this is an HDR picture, means high dynamic range. This
Can I
dog,
interrupt for a second? My
you
producer just
bet.
said we're getting very busy on the phones.
Okay.
400 people waiting to place their order. This is going to be the gift of capturing memories for a lifetime in razor sharp detail, vivid, rich color.
And this is a setting called HDR. It's high dynamic range. I was actually taking into the sun, and this dog's face was in pure shadow. And what the camera does is it takes a series of shots simultaneously and then pulls all the light out of the shots and balances it to give you a beautiful photograph. So
Now that's a situation most cameras can't handle. Looking
only
into
the
sun.
high-end cameras
Yeah.
generally have that. Again, you're getting that on a point and shoot. How about face detection? So everybody's always in perfect focus. And look at the brilliant color and the beautiful
camera's
clarity.
impressing the heck out of me.
Look
Oh my
at the
goodness.
macro shot here. Are you kidding me?
On a $200 camera?
Can you believe the detail that you're seeing on here? This is on a macro shot. This is on a point and shoot
Wow.
camera that you can carry with you. You never have to change the lens.
He's kind of scary up close.
I know, but it's pretty gorgeous too. I mean, isn't
Yes.
nature fascinating?
Phenomenal,
So if
phenomenal.
You, if you love
I'm just glad he's not 10 feet tall.
that would be scary. Again,
know her.
That's our friend Donna, right?
Donna.
That's face detection. How about just those precious moments? It's not always when your kids are smiling. It's when they're being silly, and you can capture them in that moment. This is actually a very
look at
low
that.
light situation early in the morning, but look at the brilliant color that's still being pulled out of the ocean.
You know what? That photograph, you just sense the peacefulness of being there,
Right?
don't you?
And
It
that's
takes
what
you
I
there.
that's what's so great about photography itself, Dan.
It
is
is.
just really having a camera that can capture the
And
fullness
it's so emotional
of the
when
moment.
you take a picture and you go, "Oh, I got it! I
I
got it!
love
Look
that.
at this!"
Isn't that
Oh,
fantastic?
let me just run through the offer again. Janice Marie, I now know why you were so excited
Oh,
before the
I'm
show.
out of my mind
She
about
said,
this
"Dan,
camera. It's
wait till you
fantastic."
see. Look at in the palm of my hand, in your purse, in my pocket, and yet this kind of a power on the zoom, the equivalent of a 600 millimeter.
Turn right
thank
there.
you.
There you go.
600 millimeter lens. Look at that. Okay. That kind of power in there. But not only that, 16 megapixel of resolution. It has something called 5-axis stabilization, which we'll show you in a moment, which is amazing. It's like you're on a tripod. Rechargeable battery. You don't have to keep going out and buy
Lithium-ion battery,
a
that's
char-
right.
You got the charger, you got the USB cables, everything. You even have some offers here, some photos, things you can do with your photos.
This is a $25 voucher from Photo Affections. You can actually make a photo book from that, and they're actually giving you a free online photo course of how to take better photographs. So if you're interested in photography at
Okay.
all, the
Wow.
value of that's already built in.
Okay, let's go to Janet, as over 450 of these have already been ordered and several hundred people waiting to place their order just in this presentation. Janet joins us from Washington. Hi, Janice.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing good. You're on with Janice Marie and Janet, and I'm Dan,
Hello.
and we're glad you're with us.
Hi, Janet.
Are you impressed
Listen.
with this camera?
Totally impressed. Yes. I own a little Olympus, and my mom really liked it, and I've been looking for a camera for her,
Okay.
and
For
I'm going to
Mom?
get this one for her.
Oh, what kind
Christmas.
of pictures is she going to be taking with this?
She takes pictures of anything and everything.
Oh, she's going to love this because it's just that point and shoot ease. But then, Janice Marie, I want you to tell Janet, if she wants to do special effects, does this have, or special scenes, does this have those built in?
There's 17 scene modes, Janet, and there's 11 magic filters built into the camera. I'm going to sit this down and show you a couple of those right now. So no matter what you or your mom love to shoot, you get to get super creative with this camera. This is called the dynamic art filter, or the dramatic art filter. Isn't that beautiful? This was a very plain scene, and it
added a
adds
lot of
all
vibrancy.
this drama into it
Yeah,
as
look
well.
at that
You've
sky.
got that soft focus, so you could actually make your own Christmas card.
Can you see your TV, Janet?
Yes,
You could make
Aren't
your
these
own Christmas
incredible?
card with that. How about
it's
that?
unbelievable.
That pop art filter, so we can really take advantage of those wonderful
Make that
fall
orange
colors.
just
That's Central
penetrate.
Park, one of my favorite
Oh,
places on earth.
love
This
it.
one's
Yeah.
really fun. Do you have grandkids or?
Does she have, your mom, does she have grandkids?
She's got great grandkids.
All right.
Well, they'll enjoy
Great
using.
grandkids.
Oh my goodness! Well, they're going to just. The kids really love this one. This one's called that punk art filter. Everything turns
Yeah,
that hot pink.
It's kind of fun.
There's just so much that you can do with this camera. I
That
hope
looks like
you-
a Thomas Kincaid painting.
Isn't
That
it
is
gorgeous?
beautiful. Hey, Janet, I think she's going to love this, don't you?
I think so too, very much.
Well, happy holidays, and give your mom a big hug and a kiss for us, okay?
And you have very happy holidays too.
Thank you, Janet.
Thank you so much for calling.
Well, this is an amazing. You just showed a picture I wanted to come back to. For the holidays,
That's
is
that
this a
sparkle
special
feature.
sparkle feature
It's the
filter?
sparkle magic filter, and
Isn't that
imagine how
cool?
great your holiday table is going to look with that, or your Christmas tree, or any of your candles. Everything that you shoot that has any kind of sparkle with it is going to get that extra burst. This is a collage feature that's actually built right into the camera. There's 5 different templates, and you can
Wow.
take various pictures, and it will build a collage for you right inside of the camera.
With
and I did
these
a,
kinds
I did
of-
a little selfie last
Aw,
night and
Merry
made one for
Christmas from
myself.
Janice Marie.
You could send this out. And I also want to share with you really quickly, this has something that no other camera, no other point and shoot in the world has. This is an Olympus innovation. It's called hybrid 5-axis image stabilization.
Okay, that's amazing. Tell us about it.
When you're dealing with these really long extended lenses, which this has, this again is a 24 times optical zoom. You need image stabilization, and especially if you're shooting in lower light. This has a 5-axis image stabilization built into it. So for your movie mode, it's almost like no matter what you're doing, the camera's not moving. That sensor is floating inside of this camera. It's that CMOS sensor, that TruePic 6 processor. You're getting image quality here on an amazing value from a brand you've known since 1919.
I love that hybrid 5-axis image stabilization so much more. Thank you, Janice Marie.
Great to see you.
It's good to see
Happy
you too.
holidays to you.
Too. These features, you'd expect that to be several multiples of
goodness.
that price.
Yeah.
$199.86, 6 easy payments of $33.31 a month, and it's the 226963. Well, I'm gonna welcome in one of my best friends. His name, my best friend in the whole
Or the
world.
top 5.
He's in the top 10 easily. Rick Domeier.